Australian immigrants are facing immense numbers of visa cancellation these days, and these visa cancellation definitely due to some reasons, and immigrants did not know those reasons due to which their visas are being cancelled. In these days, in the 2025 Australian Immigration Department cancelled massive numbers of the visas. So this wave of cancellation of the visas reached from the Canada to Australia. Australian Immigration Department, no doubt, it has rule that when you are getting visa, you need to follow rules and conditions written in that visa letter, which is in PDF format. If you will not follow those rules and conditions, they can cancel Australian visas. Immigration Department can cancel this visa anytime. But unfortunately, in this year 2025, cancellation of the visas cases are in record numbers, especially Asian. It means that Asians were violating laws in the back 5 years as well, in the last 5 years, but their cancellation ratios are still very less. In other words, I can assess that Immigration Department was giving little bit relaxation and compensation, no problem, you violated law, still they were giving little chance in the last years. But now Canada, got immigration officer got a authority to cancel the visas on the spot. Even security forces have authority, and they can cancel visas. Similar type of visa cancellations may be found in the future in Australia as well. Still, security forces of Australia has no right to cancel the visa. Australian Immigration Department is cancelling, but their numbers are very significant. It means Australia is also very alert that if you want to come to Australia, you have to follow our rules, and if you will not follow rules, we will cancel your visas. A lot of deportations also expecting in coming days from Australia. Now, recently, why visas are being cancelled? The reasons I will tell you. Now, this is a biggest question, that in last 5 years, these people were not violating laws. Yes, they were violating laws, as I am telling that they were being relaxed by Immigration Department, because Immigration Department was not facing massive immigration in that time, and Immigration Department and Australia was not facing housing crisis. Immigration Department was not receiving the wave of illegal immigration like other countries in back years much, which is now currently. That's why Australia, also like Canada, want to decrease the immigrants. They only want to keep those immigrants who are useful for them and following visa conditions. Visa conditions, normally consultants did not train the students. The students do a lot of mistakes, and I am scared that a lot of students in coming days from Asian countries may receive more visa cancellation. Why I am telling this one? Because in last 5 to 10 years, students going to Australia from Bangladesh, from the Pakistan, from the India, they were violating laws. They were working more than normal time. Most of them, not all students, but most of them. I am not blaming all students. Genuine students are following laws, but some fake students, I will say, they technically want to enter Australia. They want to work in Australia, and the consultants gave them opportunity as a student visa, and they use student visa to work and settle in Australia. But normally they were able to get even PR in the last 10 years. But now Australia, like United States and Canada, is decreasing the permanent residence, and they are refusing citizenship applications more than the past, and they are also conducting a test if you will qualify conditions to apply for citizenship. Initially, they are making such changes in immigration that less people eligible for citizenship application. As we know, work permit extensions is the biggest issue in Australia like Canada. Now students after getting study are not getting their work permit extensions and work permits directly, and most of the students waiting their fate by living in bridging visa. After bridging visa, if their applications refused, they have no choice, they have to go back to the home country. That is one of the main reason the students when are not getting work permit, they are trying to stay in Australia by other way. Like there are reports that many numbers of the students applied asylum cases. Therefore, immigration department is well aware of these expansion of the students towards asylum cases. Therefore, they are cancelling student visas of such who are not getting work permit, and they are actually are entitled to deport or go back to the home country, and they are not going back to the home country, and still they are staying. Similarly, the students who are working more than normal time, mean that 20 hours or 25 hours working time in 1 week, if they are using more time and they exceed their time, if immigration department getting information, earlier they were relaxing. Again and again I am telling, all immigration of the world are tightening the screw now. They just want to keep only genuine migrants. Now the things the migrants having in mind, we will violate the law, we will change the status, and we will not even study, we will be able to stay, and we will be able to get work permit, we will be able to settle. Now all these things will finish. Now lawyers will also tell you of Australia, because most of Asians going to the lawyers to settle and stay more and to extend their visa. They will tell you new visa conditions, and when you will work more than normal time and immigration department got information, your visa will be cancelled. Another thing due to which student visas are being cancelled, I will tell you about work permit also. Work visas are also being cancelled, but student visa, first of all, I am telling you why they are being cancelled. They are not attending schools, colleges and universities at regular intervals. And when college CEO, director, dean will report immigration department, as I am telling you earlier, they were not cancelling. Again and again I am telling the past scenario. Reason of telling this one, the people who are planning to move to Australia now, before going to Australia, you have to keep in mind that you have to adjust yourself in your visa condition. You cannot change your visa conditions yourself. Read your visa conditions and follow your visa conditions. If you are allowed to work 20 hours, you need to work 20 hours. You need to attend classes regularly. You need to attend classes regularly. Otherwise, your visa will be cancelled. Now, Australian immigration department is very tight, and they have tightened the screw, as I already told you. Now, come back to the work visa. Work visa holders are allotted with specific category. For example, one baker got immigration to Australia, and he is supposed to work in any bakery. Normally, it has been observed the people are just moving to Australia as a immigrant on skilled work visa, and they are not basically trained in that skill. Some consultants made their diplomas of bakers. They think that bakers entry. I remember some people were telling we were PhD in education and we entered Australia as a baker. Consultants did the process there. and they were working in other departments. Earlier, some things were going on, and immigration department was also allowing to change their status, to change their even college, to change their course, to change their work. But now currently, as Australia wants to reduce numbers of migrants, so they are searching those individuals who are changing their category. Therefore, if you are going to immigrate to Australia as a skilled person, you must go only in that skill in which you are trained. Don't go for any fake skill. Don't just enter Australia that I will enter Australia and then I will think what will be the next. Make your plan. If you are a teacher, go to Australia as a teacher. If you are a doctor, go to Australia as a doctor. Don't go as a labor. If you are labor, then go as a labor. Because some consultants advised immigrants that this profession is in a high demand list and visa ratios are very good and you will be immigrated very soon to Australia. But when they reach Australia, when they cancel their category, for example, one is a pharmacist. He technically is supposed to go as a pharmacist in Australia. But now this is a science. Pharmacist, if not in occupation list, means that Australia is not entertaining as a skilled worker or for immigration because they have enough pharmacists in their country. So consultant will say, you are FSC pre-medical, I send you as a healthcare worker. You are a pharmacist, but he will go as a healthcare worker. When he will enter Australia, Australian Immigration Department says, now you have to work as a healthcare worker because he did not show the qualification of pharmacist. He did not show the qualification of pharmacist. He showed only their HEC bachelor or intermediate qualification in medical sciences. So he was eligible for healthcare worker visa. Now when he went to job, for example, I am just giving example, when he will go for job, he will say, I am pharmacist. Why I will do this inferior job when he will get job in a pharmacist company? And some pharmacist companies can give him job because he has qualification. Immigration department will have a verification system now in Australia, not earlier. They are checking by your financial statement. They are checking by your travel history. They are checking by different companies where you are working. As they will get information that you are not working as a healthcare professional and you are working as a pharmacist, your visa will be cancelled. These days, visas are cancelling so much due to these conditions. Earlier, they were forgiving you. Please take care of your visa conditions and secure your Australian visa. Thank you very much for the listening.